they have no one to care for them. And as they become feeble and they're so weak that they cannot care for themselves, they cannot put food on the table anymore, they cannot work for a day and earn an income, they literally become ostracized from society to the point where they starve and die a very desperate, lonely, quiet, unloved death.
For those 13% who got infected a couple of years back, they're dying. They're really dying in numbers. And many of them are leaving their families very poor because all the little savings that they had went on medication. And then when they die, all these kids are left orphaned. So it is a big problem. It is a big problem.
There are far too many orphans now for the government to be able to care for. Our African culture, which used to receive such children into their homes without asking too many questions and to bring them up as part of the community, has been totally overwhelmed.
And then the women, who are the most vulnerable. A lot of the women are not economically disadvantaged. Many of them do not get the first opportunity to go to school. So as a result, because they do not have what it takes to be able to negotiate for their sexual rights, many of them find themselves compromising. Because of that poverty situation, they find themselves pushed to a corner to look for an alternative way of making a living for their family.
Once a lady is still single and has children, she feels despised. She gets lost to many problems and many sins like prostitution, lying, in order to get means on how to survive, even without caring about who is God.
One of the challenges people here face is, yes, you're preaching the gospel, all these do's and don'ts, but when it comes to living that life, it's very, very difficult because my stomach is hungry. You know, some of my physical needs have not been met. So when you also look at the life of Christ, he was able to preach, but at the same time he was very sensitive to when people needed a drink of water, they needed some food.